Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Advanced Wars Days of Ruin Tiny Wars replay. So on the south side as the blue Waylon, we got as we have GM667 underscores. While on the north side as the green Gage, we got GreyfieldGuy. Gage is of course buff from the cards counterpart, has standard boarding cost, 2 radius, 30, 60, 60. Has a all units get plus 10% offense and plus 20% defense. So a little bit more defensive there to help support his indirect units, give them a bit of a better front line, which they have additional plus 20% offense, as well as all naval units, and the CO unit himself gets this additional plus 20% offense. So if he would load himself up into a artillery, in total he gets plus 50, plus 20, along with the standard plus 20, plus 20 for the maxed out veterancy unit. But if he loads himself in the regular tank, he'll just simply get a nice even 30, plus 30% offense, plus 20% defense. When of course has been buffed from the cartridge counterpart, provides 10% offense, plus 10% defense for all units, the standard amount, and all air units get additional plus 20% offense and plus 40% defense. For Super does provide plus 10, plus 10, and of course all units get plus 20% offense and a staggering plus 300% defense. I forgot to mention Gage's, where he also applies 2 maximum range. So let's get started. When it comes to this map, we do have now a pair of bases. Both players also start with a captured airport. Both players do have an artillery piece that can be let loose. Nothing too significant, but it can be quite nice. Though Gage may be able to destroy his own meteorite with his superpower. Can't say if he can destroy it one hit though, but he can help himself out. There's also a number of meteorites in the center, and remember as well, blue plasma means does go away when the meteorite that's attached to it gets destroyed. And it looks like a fair number of bikes, a good number of roads, with all the extra properties already immediately captured, means the game gets started pretty quickly. The Waylon stored up some funds there. He may be going for a battle card this turn. He has 10,000 funds. Bike. Nip of plus 9,000 next turn. He'll have 14,000, so that will give him 5,000 left over after a battle copter. So we're going to see a battle copter next turn, or a duster. Tank infantry. There's also a number of fires there, so while there is Fog of War, it's mostly meant for keeping hiding spots hidden, while all the other stuff is just meant to be revealed. And we've got Recon Bike, nothing at the airport, so he's saving his money. He has 7,500 in his bank. And Gage loads himself into a tank here. You can see right now he has plus 55, plus 45, remember plus 5 from the counter, and goes for artillery infantry. And does go for battlecopter, tank, and bike. The Miston plane tile only hides ground as well, so the only tiles that can hide air units, as far as I remember, is airports and temporary airports. We do have a missile. The missile knows where it's at, for it knows where it's not, which can be very useful, but always very situational. Best keep it into hiding spots for ambushes and become a bush. Into your bike. Good strike there. Gauge up to 10 energy. Make that 17. And starting to flip that property. Waylon's battlecopter can start pushing forward now. Recon reconnoitering forward. Doesn't see much in anti-air. Of course, there's always a hiding spot, so there's always been a gamble moving around your battlecopter. Luckily, Waylon's battlecopter has plus 75% defense in total right now. Gage's tank pulls back. In which Gage may saw the missile go to the city there. Gage does manage to capture the radar station. Yep, if Gage was paying close enough attention, he did see the missile go into the city. Puts the recon on top of the ruins there. Remember as well, ruins only provide one defense star. So in non-fog of war maps, they're effectively no different to planes. They have the same mobility and restrictions, so always keep in mind, ruins are 1 star. And did not pay close enough attention to the fact that there's a missile that moved around the city, so Waylon may get shot down. With the anti-air nearby, he would definitely get shot down next turn. Does find all those neutrinos there. Miss on planes, however, does provide 2 defense stars. No, I think those should be reversed. I think miss on planes should be 1 defense star, supposed to be hiding on planes. Well, the ruins should be 2 defense stars. I think those defense stars should be reversed. Because ruins should be the same as cities, honestly. It should be a non-capturable city, effectively. Oh yeah, you can't build stuff like temporary ports on ruins. True. Though, to be fair, that's been more of a nitpick. Yeah. Waylon did in fact get shot down. Battlecopter. A lot of good picks on the left side. Waylon has 75,000 plus 65, so he has about a turn and a half ahead of his opponent. Does go from the battlecopter. And we've got a flare tank. Put it there in the anti-air. Though Gage is not to put out a single aircraft this turn, and does lose another aircraft to the missile. Rocket anti-air. We see Yosa's battlecopter. Remember as well, the battlecopter does not get hit on top of cities, for it only has hideable ground units. Batch mark? What's batch mark? I'm not gonna worry about that. Sorry, I just saw a button. Ooh, button. What does that button do? Glowing button, red button of the skull and crossbones. What do you do? So he gets another good strike there. And the rocket's heading down south. Does find that bike there. Does spot Waylon's tank there. Does take a good hit there from the anti-air. Once again, puts on the city. That won't help hide, but at least it's away from everything, barring the missile. It is in range of the missile, but I think missiles still only have 5 vision range, right? In previous Advanced Wars, I had actually pretty good vision range. Wait. My next stupid question. Can fire see aircraft if they're above a hiding spot? I'm assuming yes, but I'm actually not exactly sure. Well, at least it was spotted. And yeah, so yeah, that was out of vision range of the missile. Can't remember what the tank was, but I'm just wondering, do fires, I'm assuming fires reveal stuff that can't be hidden. Sorry, it's just one of those questions like, wait a second, I never thought about that. Tank. So basically aircraft have no hiding potential whatsoever. With the amount of fires in the field, other than on top of the airport itself, they are just 100% revealed. Yeah, aircraft, yeah. They should not be revealed on airports, but they should be revealed on cities. And of course, all the other ones. But still, that means the entire map is basically revealed to aircraft. With all the fires. Does get a nice bit of extra energy there. Gage up to 19 energy. Waylon's taking a lot of hits there. The missile just has free reign, able to spot everything and take it out with all the fires. And of course, you can't put out these fires. I didn't really think about that because there's not a good way of showing like, oh, aircraft revealed if they're above a hiding spot like this battlecopter. Though if they were, I think in the Advance Wars by web, hidden units are of course darkened, while revealed units are glowing. Maybe something like that could be applied to Tiny Wars. Wait, when did Waylon get that comm tower? I was not paying attention to that. Ah. Oh, I did also see a no CO guy as well. Where a guy plays with no CO. Oh. The flare should be able to reveal this area for the rocket. Does interrupt the capture there. It does provide 3 defense stars. The tank managed to squeeze all the way around, hit the anti-air, so Waylon's getting a pretty good assault here. Though his copter could be hit by the anti-tank. How much does anti-tank do to a battle copter right now? 33 damage, because it also does receive a decent amount of buffs right now, plus 35% offense. Takes out that battlecopter. Man, this is like Meng's level losses when it comes to missiles. Does merge the tank there, very nice. Rocket strikes the meteorite, might as well. Though it probably wouldn't have been good to fire a flare off this direction and then use it. Oh, that's a bomber. Okay, it's out of range of the missile. No CO guy is really good. He's like, nice. Oh, he finally lost his missile. Did a great job, though. Battlecopter, tank, bike. Good hits there. Strikes out Waylon's battlecopter once again. Did seal the anti-air, which is very good versus aircraft now. A little bit overkill, but should be actually very excellent versus the bomber when it reveals. Should be a one-shot now with the extra firepower. Oh, now it's wounded. Oh, we do have the missile. The missile knows where it's at for knows where it's not. Waylon's have right now 84,000 for 75. And does lose them anti-air there, but the missile is in range. It does not need to seal the missile there. Here, I want to go back one. Still, yeah, I would say he does not need to seal the missile. Just charge for the anti-air and finish off the anti-air. But I don't think you need to seal the missile there. I say that's a waste. Tank. Rocket finish off the meteorite, giving him a bit more mobility. And the single battlecopter being very useful. Plus, he has a max out vet artillery here. Let's put some rounds in the meteorite. Don't worry about that. Battlecopter, anti-air, and medium tank. Missile right now has plus 11% firepower, so versus the plus 90%, it should get an additional a lot damage. That's about plus 63%. And so now even the missile gets wounded, it can still reliably one-shot battlecopters. Speaking of which, Answer of 95, Gage at 76. Even though Waylon has more of the field, he has more income. It feels like Gage is playing the game much better. Oh, that's 2 kills for CO Missile. Duster's heading over to the east side, not a bad idea. Though this compound still needs to be re-secured. There is a single infantry unit there. Take a bit of time. A little open ground. This missile has been trained throughout its age, through its history, by taking out civilian airliners, I think. Oh look, a civilian airliner. And we'll finish off that tank there. Or anti-air. Bike, anti-tank. I suppose the anti-tank, he could just have a handful of indirects up here, just be great defensive. Both sides are not being aggressive on the left flank, it's all on the right flank, so... Waylon does see another battlecopter. Missed on sea. I'm assuming that doesn't hide aircraft? Nope, just naval. So I just had to double check that. This battlecopter is not hidden, as I mentioned just now. Tank bike. It's out. Okay, the battlecopter is out of range. Maybe the missile gets on top of the city. That struck is a good shot there. And looks like there's no counter to the Duster on the field. Waylon does charge for his battlecopter though. Do I need to say even more? Does interrupt the compound once again, so Waylon's been maintaining good control of that. Anti-air, anti-air. Realizing he needs a counter to the Duster. I think one anti-air would have been plentiful. And there, the missile gets another kill. And the medium gets finished off by the Duster. And that's not what it means by ready for a dust off. And another rocket there. Decided to recon pass, try to see if anything was missed on planes. There was not. And we do not have a rig on the field. Battlecopter. And finish off the battlecopter there. Artillery may have pushed a little bit too far forward. At least it maybe be this tank could be hitting artillery to be hit by the other tanks. CO's the battlecopter once again. Deploy a rig. Oh, you can put a temporary airport on mist on planes. Does it destroy the mist? Or it becomes mist on temporary airport? And once again puts the battlecopter on top of a property cannot be hidden, but this Duster is hidden, so it could be used as a bit of an ambush. And Gage now has a CO power available, so it can +2 indirect or maximum range. He also does let loose the artillery. And looks like the temporary airport does eliminate the mist on planes, so you lose the defense tower, but gain the ability to hide aircraft units there. Duster moves on top of the mist, but it's just out of vision range, maximum vision range, while being in range of the Duster, which is being reviewed from being on top of a radar station. A lot of these indirects are in a good position. Did enter the tank into range of this artillery piece. Overlose the missile. Tough decision. Well, it all depends whether or not if the missile can shoot something. The Duster is actually a bit low on fuel. And this Duster should be in vision range now. In fact, the Duster was... How much vision range does the fire provide again? 5. Yep, that Duster was actually revealed the entire time because it was on top of this tile here. It was not hidden whatsoever. Anti-air tank. Does get some good strikes there. Keeps the Duster away from the Duster. And does pull the rig there, so we'll get resupplied next turn. Very nice. It was needing some fuel. Gage up to 157. Waylon's at 102. And does have a decent amount of power charge now. He'll need a larger sortie of aircraft. There's 3 targets in the range of the missile. Does hit the anti-tank as well. Granted, the missile is on a hiding terrain, but still, this missile's been far too effective. At least he can explain the fact that it's fog of war. Distract the battlecopters there, effectively eliminating the need for the Duster. The Duster will be hit by the Duster next turn, not to mention the ATR can pitch and get a good first strike onto it. Mech, a bike, and another battlecopter. And the artillery got a good strike there on the anti-tank. The anti-tank it's going down. Does take out the Duster there, but the missile is in range. Tank battlecopter. Takes out the ATR of the rocket as well. It's beefed up quite nicely. Gage did manage to resecure the comm tower. Another tank. And the rockets are pushed the way forward. The flare here is out of ammo, but this one does have some ammo. And once again, Waylon's battlecopter pushes into range of the missile. Spots the missile now. And it's turn 109 versus 142. And there goes Waylon's battlecopter. Bike finished off the tank, battlecopter finished off the tank, mech finished off anti-air. This tank is not revealed just yet, nor is the artillery, but the artillery is not in range of anything. The missile's getting low on ammo. Missiles should never be low on ammo, but luckily he has a rig still in the field, because he used that to resupply his Duster. Oh, he did get trapped. Wait. Oh yeah, he probably... Looks like he probably ran into the bike here around the battlecopter. That's probably what he hit. It's like, no, the battlecopter should have been revealed there. Missile does move itself on top of the city there to get resupplied. And He had a vision of the missile going on top of the city there. So Waylon's battlecopter will be going down again. He has not been paying attention to the movement of the units, has he? Well, the missile gets resupplied, and the battlecopters can double tap the battlecopter over here. But we actually got some action going on the left flank now. Rocket provides some good covering. Mech does get trapped there. Well, that's when I stopped the Gage's superpower, long shot. Just keep his CO unit busy by killing battlecopters. CO loaded battlecopters, more precisely. I thought the CO unit loading the missile was a stupid idea. I'm eating crow. But I should be correct, but somehow I'm not. Does supply a temporary airport? Might as well. The rig needs to get over here and start respawning some of these rockets. This one's down to 2 ammo. Does spot the artillery there, and now the artillery gets struck by the battlecopters. Has one healthy bike in the region, so I'll capture these properties. Pulls back the missile. Missile find adequate enough coverage. Don't tell me. There goes Waylon's Duster. Waylon's the 26 energy and soon be down to 0 energy. I'm pretty sure a CO loaded. Yep, even 100%. That's good shots there. The extra range and the people will notice the missiles flexing sooner rather than later. Yeah, these Ruins missiles do have 6 range rather than 5, which is quite important. Tank. Good shot there. Gage is making good progress on the left side, as well as the right side now. It's the CO Duster that was above the city. Just not in the city. And the tank does push forward to a nice hiding spot there to cover the temporary airport and the other battlecopter. Does get trapped on the anti-tank. Since the missile, the battlecopter to the left side, it's actually a lot of free targets over here. And when this battlecopter is now on hideable terrain, hideable air, and per stand ground. But the tank next to it also can spot it. With the airport over here, it may be a good idea to try to send the missile down south to sort of camp the airport, though the airport itself does hide air units as well. Duster, bike, and mech. And Waylon does go ahead and resign. This is Grey saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.